Hey guys, it is Melanie Browning with Masterful Manifestors. How are you doing today? Me, I'm doing great. I just wanted to stop in and share a really important principle in my life that I learned a few years back, and it absolutely changed the way that I view big events that happen, even small events, but it's been really important in my life, and I wanted to share with you. As some of you may know, I am a Jack Canfield certified trainer, and I delved into his trainings after reading this book, The Success Principles. Chapter 1, when you open it up, you find out that the number one key principle that he teaches, and it is a favorite that I have seen among trainers, is taking 100% responsibility for your life. So a lot of times people kind of, it's a little bit of a shell shock when I introduce this at a training. And that's pretty normal, and that's because we're so conditioned to look at big events and to try and blame the event, blame the circumstance. I didn't have enough money, it's not my fault. I didn't know any better, it's not my fault. If the blaming of the COVID hit, it's not my fault, And so it's an easy go-to to get out of, I guess, feeling guilty for the lack of the outcomes that you really wanted in your life. But in his teachings, in that same principle, he teaches a very profound, simple to remember equation, and that is E+R equals O. E+R equals O. What does that mean? It means an event plus your response equals the outcome. So if you don't like the outcomes in your life, if you keep trying something over and over again and you keep having the same outcome, oftentimes we'll go, well, the event, that's the problem. That's where it's at. Instead of realizing that in an equation, the variable in there is your response. That's where the power is. So when you take 100% responsibility for your life, you're controlling your responses. So a big event like, say, COVID and lockdown can occur, and you can look at that and go, whoa, take a moment, understand it, but your response to that is going to dictate the outcome that you get when it's all over, or even during it. So often, I've seen a lot of people, I've dealt with a lot of conversations with people, I've helped coach people through this very difficult time. And what I implore them to do is, instead of getting overwhelmed in the fear and saying, well, there's nothing I can do, everything's closed, my business is no longer, I can't go to work, those sort of things, instead of focusing on the event, focus on your response. Well, what is it you can do? Look at what you want. Okay, this is what I want. So if I want that and I have to deal with this problem, well, maybe I can try X, Y, and Z out. And you go through and you try different responses until you get the outcome that you want. So instead of focusing on the event, you focus on what it is you can do, how you are going to respond to that to get the desired outcome. So I'm reminding you, E+R equals O. Get that in your mind, understand it, accept 100% responsibility for where you are in your life right now. Give up blaming the events, because events are going to continue to happen. It's just part of life. So as the events come, look at what you can control, and that is your response. Whether it's how you act in accordance with responding to an event, or even your internal thoughts and your dialogue that go along with that. And it could be something as simple as a conversation. Someone can approach you with a conversation, and you really control your thoughts of what that person is telling you or about it, or how you want to take action in response to that conversation. It really can be applied in everything in your life. So you have an event that happens. You have 100% responsibility as to how you're going to respond to that. And with that, you are controlling your outcomes. So it's empowered me. It helps you give up all the mistakes that you've made in the past, because honestly, if you didn't understand this, you didn't really have it in you and understand what that concept is, then it's a bummer, but that was in the past. So moving forward from this point forward, if you accept that and you're consciously aware of it, and you have the responsibility, you really can't blame anymore. Because when you do try and blame, trust me, I still do it. I'll try and go, but I know better. I know I have the power to change my outcome by changing my responses to it. And the key is sometimes we'll change our response and still not get the desired outcome. But what's really neat is we can still go back and keep changing our response to things until we start getting those desired outcomes. So take a look at your life. What events do you have going on that you're not getting the outcomes that you like? Look at your response. See how you're responding to it. Is there any other way that you can respond differently? And most likely the answer is yes. So if you have any questions, if you like this video, please subscribe, check out more videos, or contact us. We're at masterfulmanifestors.com. I hope you have a beautiful day, and take your power back, because it really is yours. You know you can control your life. This is one way how. Have a beautiful day.